that's her saying hi. Anyways, today I am going to be teaching you. I'm going to be teaching you some French. Now, this is a little silly because I myself am not a fluent French speaker, nor will I probably ever be, but I did take a couple years of French, and I spent a lot of times around French Canadian people, which I know is not the same as normal French, but I tried to learn French on Duolingo. I tried to take classes for French. I think, like, my brain just isn't really wired to learn languages. You know how some people can just, like, absorb new languages, and it's crazy fast for them. You have people who speak, like, 6 or 7 different languages. I don't know if it's just that I've never had to learn a new language. Like, it wasn't a necessity for me because my first language and only language is English, and most people speak English. It's kind of the business language and stuff, but I've just never been able to pick up a second language. But I do know some basics in French. So today, I'm going to share with you that French knowledge, and this video is dedicated to my friend, my buddy, the light of my life, Annabelle. So Annabelle, if you're watching this one's for you. Anyways, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is numbers, because I feel like that's an easy place to start for anything. So we're just gonna count up through 10. So French is a romantic language. It's actually very similar to English. Like 50% of the words in French are what's called a cognate, and that means that it's the same in English and in French, just like pronounced differently. It's really the same with most of the romantic languages, that they're very similar. They're all based on the same, the same ideas. So counting in French, not gonna say it's the exact same as counting in English, but it's not that different. So in French, we're just gonna go through 10. I'll do it once, then we'll go through each of them. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix. That was up through 10. I only have one hand. The other hand's holding the mic. So, the first number, 1, une. It's like 1, but it's U-N-E, une. So it's pretty much the same, but une baguette, un croissant, J apostrophe. Oh, I think it's Mabelle. Je m'appelle. That's just I am named. Je m'appelle. So, je m'appelle Carottes. Je m'appelle Carottes. I'm just gonna say it with a French accent. Je m'appelle Carottes. Je m'appelle Carottes. Et tu t'appelles. You are called. You are called. You are called. Tu t'appelles. Insert your name. Je m'appelle Carottes. Et tu t'appelles. Oui. Of course, oui is yes. O-U-I. O-U-I. Oui. And no is just N-O. No. It's really not like any different. It's just no with a French accent. So no versus no. I feel like in French you don't open your mouth very much. Like oui, non, je m'appelle. Whereas in English it's like yes, no, my name is. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little different in that sense. If you want to say my name is, you can also say je suis. I am. Je suis Carotte. Je, J, A, or J-E, je, it's just I, but sometimes, like, in je m'appelle, it's not J-E, it's just J apostrophe. It's kind of like a contraction a little bit, but je suis, I am. If I wanted to say, like, je suis, like, I am a woman, je suis une femme. And if you wanted to say I'm a man, you would say je suis un homme. Je suis une femme. Je suis un homme. So in French, this is something I struggle with so much because we don't have this in English, but the, or like the word before the noun changes. So like it's gendered. So femme, which means woman. If you want to say a woman, you say une femme. So U-N-E, une femme. But if you want to say a man, it's un homme. So une femme, un homme. Homme, H-O-M-M-E, is a man. But you have to use the male, which is U-N. So un homme versus un homme. Or, I just did all that wrong. Une femme, yeah, you get the point. So I'm probably gonna do that wrong a lot in this video because I don't have all of my articles memorized, like with my nouns, and I probably never will. Some other fun stuff to know, of course, good day, bonjour, and basically the way that breaks down, bon, B-O-N, means good, and jour, J-O-U-R, means day, so good day, bonjour. If you want to say good evening, you say bonsoir, B-O-N-S-O-I-R, bonsoir. Good evening, you want to say good night, it's bonne nuit, but that's B-O-N-N-E-N-U-I-D, I think it's spelled differently. I could be wrong, but bonne nuit, good night. So bonjour, bonsoir, bonne nuit, 3 different things. I'm trying to think. You could say like bon matinee, I guess, but I don't think anyone ever does that. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't really speak French. You can say au revoir, goodbye, au revoir. If you want to ask someone, how are you? How are you? How are you? You say, comment ça va? So that means like how it goes. So comment, C-O-M-M-E-N-T, comment is how. So sorry, I live directly next to a road and people don't understand why we have mufflers. Anyways, so comment, C-O-M-M-E-N-T, is how. Ça, C-A, is it, and va, V-A, is goes. So like, tu vas à la boulangerie, you go to the bakery. Si va, is va is go. So comment ça va? How it goes, and you would respond to that. Ça va bien. It goes well. You could say ça va mal, like it goes bad, or you could just say ça va. Ça va. It goes. How does it go? It goes. Comment ça va? Ça va. Another really French thing is in English we say like they say bah, bah ouais, bah. It's kind of funny. It's like it's a little bit like sheep, not in a mean way though, but like bah, bah. My French Canadian friends do it too, so I think it's a little goofy. A little goofy. My cat just woke up from her nap. She took a little cat nap. Some other things you could say if you want to say like there's weather, so like you don't say, you'd say like il fait, he makes. So il fait neige, he makes snow, it's snowing outside. Il fait neige. Il fait chaud, chaud, C-H-O-U-D. Chaud means hot. So il fait chaud is like it's hot out. Il fait frais, F-R-A-I-S, frais. Il fait frais. It's like it's okay. It's okay. If you want to say cold, that's froid, F-R-O-I. It's either a D or an S. Il fait froid. It is cold. So you could say like il fait neige. Il fait froid. It is snowing. It is cold. Like he makes snow. He makes cold. I'm trying to think of other French stuff you can say. You can say like to the right, to the left. So to the left is à gauche, to the right is à droite. If you want to say like women's rights, that's le droit de femme. So we've already talked about femme is woman, le droit de femme, the rights of women. If you wanted to talk about like a boy, boys are garçon, le garçon, the boy, G-A-R-C-O-N, le garçon. If you want to talk about a girl, it's la fille, la fille. Yeah, it's close enough. La fille, L-A-F-I-L-L-E, la fille. You could say like, so if you're talking about someone else, you would say du, so du, T-U, it's like you. I struggle so much with conjugating verbs that is never gonna happen. So like, tu vas à la boulangerie, it's D-U-V-A-S. But if I say like, je vais à la boulangerie, it's V-A. So go, goes. You go to the bakery. Tu vas en boulangerie et je vais en boulangerie. Mais, sorry, mais is but it's spelled differently. Sometimes I'll just be wandering around and I start kind of talking to myself in French, but it's never right. So like my cat here, I'll be like, oh coucou mon chéri, bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va? Tu es un beau chat, tu es un très beau chat, j'adore ça. Just like, you are a beautiful cat, I love you, you're such a nice cat. So I'm not great at French, but I find myself talking in French a lot, even though I can't really speak in French. So a lot of the time I'll say mais, M-A-I-S, which is just but. So like I just did, I was trying to explain the difference between the two. I'll be like mais, and then go back to speaking in English, and that makes sense to nobody because they're not meant to be mixed, but sometimes I do it anyways. Let's think. Je pensais beaucoup. Je pensais is just like I think. If you think of like pensive, it's the same word. Pensive is like thoughtful. Je pensais, I think. Je pensais beaucoup, I think a lot. So beaucoup, B-E-A-U-C-O-U-P. Beaucoup is a lot. Je pensais beaucoup. I love songs in French too. There's this one song called Sympathique by Pink Martini. And it opens up, it goes, je ne ma chambre à la femme du langage. Seulement my chambre chasse,